Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. Today we're going to talk about the actual storage boxes that are under the bed. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the bed section, what we've got going on with the bed section. We're talking about, this is the next episode of the Land Cruiser build, building this right in my workshop, building it myself. Got the storage boxes in the bed. That's what we're going to talk about today. Okay, so the idea behind the storage boxes is preparedness, right? We all want stuff. We all want to have stuff when we need it. Well, this is the extreme version. I'm here in a third world country where I work a lot and operate a lot in various third world countries. And that's kind of how I've learned how to do something like this, how to set up a truck where you don't have any relief. You don't have anybody coming to save you. You don't have any other options, anything like that. And obviously the inspiration from my designs are that, and then just being an off-road enthusiast and having built several off-road rigs, and this is kind of just the epitome, and we're just going crazy with this thing and just building an epic rig. So with what we have with the tail and the bed section, we're still working on it, but I'll show you what we have right here. What we have right here is a very strong tube structure. I want to have the ability to use this because I got to work too. I got to carry stuff. Just the other day I had 3,000 pounds of stone on this bed with no problem. These barrels here behind me, you can see I'm working on a project. This is a container that I put together for extra storage for my, actually it's wood for knife making handles and all kinds of just raw materials and stuff like that for my products. There's fabric in there for my clothing line. But these boxes we filled with these giant rocks and then topped them off with concrete, the barrels, because it's I'm gonna actually jack that trailer up somehow. I think I'm gonna use the high lift jacks, put the barrels under there, and then build a trailer underneath it while it's jacked up so I can pull that trailer, so I can pull the container around with this truck. So that's gonna be cool. We'll see how that works out. Gonna do a video on that as well, of course, for you guys. But anyway, that's the idea. Being able to work, but also the perfect and awesome, being able to leave at any time that I want to and just go anywhere and survive for weeks or months at a time. And storage and being able to have stuff is what enables me to do that. The bed here, obviously I've got my spare tire mount. I've got, that's, some locks on there. One of the really cool things that I like is how we welded these in here, and that's for straps, so that if I want to tie anything down, I can pull this off. We'll have a roof rack in the future, so I can throw the tire up onto the roof rack, and then I'll have the whole bed free, so it's completely modular. Modularity is the way to go. You see modularity with my weapons, with my non-permissive environment gear, with my clothing line. Modularity is kind of the resounding theme in all the stuff that I'm doing. So tube frame, rear winch, heavy duty rear bumper, really structural, added to the chassis, everything. So extended it a little bit to get the full 6-foot bed that we wanted. And then just a locking drawer system. The key just goes in here. Regular key, got to have your bone breaker on the keychain, of course. This bone breaker is probably my favorite right now. That's pretty cool, right? But anyway, just regular, you can buy these pretty much anywhere. It's just a lock system. Very simple lock system, but it works. So I do recommend having locking. This is aluminum, so you can tell we've got the cutouts in here. We've got everything kind of as lightweight as possible, the minimum for super crazy strong structure, but then also you want it to be as lightweight as possible. So you got to be thinking, when you're adding all this stuff to your vehicle, it's going to get real heavy real fast. So you got to do it intelligently, and the best way to do it is to go with aluminum whenever possible. So this box is not structural. It's got the steel cage around it, but it's aluminum, so it's very light. I'm going to show you guys what we've got in here now. So these bags are all labeled, which is really cool. These bags are from LA Police Gear. I will put a link in the description below. I do believe the code is Bone Tactical. So use code Bone Tactical for 20% off, lapolicegear.com. These bags are awesome. It's not a paid promotion. They gave me these bags. But you can see right here, food and cookware. So I'll pop this open. Actually, I have a video already going through and explaining everything that's in these bags that I just did. So you can check that video out if you want to see that everything that's in the bags, but I'll just go over the gist of it. This is a bedroll, okay? Got my tent, my bedroll, a chair for if I want to sit by the fire, binoculars for recon if I want to grab them real quick. I've got a recon pack here that's got it's a Geiger rig, so it's got a bladder in there. So I just fill this up with water, and I've got all my emergency essentials. All of the stuff that I have in this bag is actually the survival gear that's available at www.bonetactical.com. So I just have one of every of the survival things in here that's in the Gray Man Operations Pack. And that's my deep, like if the truck breaks down and I have to go hike somewhere or do something like that, if I'm in the woods, I'll grab this. I always have my Gray Man Operations Pack with me on the seat next to me or with me in the car. And if I'm in an urban area, then I'm definitely going to have the Gray Man Operations Pack. I'm not going to try and take a MOLLE bag like this. I have a insect and sun control. So it's sunscreen and bug spray and stuff like that. Tick spray, because man, if you're really deep in the jungle, you have no idea. The mosquitoes, I've seen mosquitoes to where they could almost blot out the sun in certain parts of eastern Honduras specifically. There's just virgin rainforest out there, guys, so it's just nasty. I've got a cool little fishing kit here. Got a medical kit here, tent, like I said, and that's pretty much it. So this is a campsite and recon here. So this is everything I would want for if I'm going to be staying extended for a period of time. Then I've got all the food and cookware. This is for if I need to leave the rig, and then I've got the binoculars there for if I need to do some recon. And then I've got the chair for if I'm just, having fun, making a campfire, camping. And then I want to, if I'm having fun camping and I want to have basically sit by the campfire type thing, just enjoy myself. So in here, in this other one, I've talked high lift all the time. High lift jack plate, so important. If the vehicle, this is more for if the vehicle goes down, if I need to work on the vehicle, if the vehicle gets stuck, something like that. I've got all my vehicle recovery gear, but this specifically is so important because the high lift jack is so important, but if it's muddy, the high lift jack will just push right into the ground. So you need to have that base plate, okay? It's like an elephant. They say that an elephant has really big feet, right? Well, if an elephant was wearing high heels, then it would have enough pressure to, it wouldn't be able to go anywhere. It would puncture through the sand. And think about it like the bone breaker, in a better way to think about it. If I just made this tool flat right here, it might do a little bit of damage. But now that I made this tool with these points on here, it concentrates all of the force down to one of these points on impact, and it can literally have the same impact as a Major League Baseball player swinging a baseball bat when I punch something with this, okay? Not recommending you do that. It's not a weapon. That's your disclaimer. But it's the same principle with this. You widen out the force over a greater area, and it doesn't allow penetration. It doesn't create as much force and as much point in a single point. Something else very important is your rain suit, okay? Frog Togs, I really like Frog Togs. It's a rain suit. We're in the jungle right now. It rains a lot here. So all my oil and vehicle fluids, straps and tie downs. We already talked about the straps and tie downs being able to be used here on the bed, the truck being modular for straps and tie downs, tools and recovery gear. I've got everything you can imagine in here as far as tools and recovery gear. I've got every set of ratchets, torque wrenches, pliers, screwdrivers. I've got a Halligan tool, shovel, axe. Everything you can imagine is all in this bag. Very cool. Like I said, the full loadout is in other videos, a couple other videos. Check out the one about the LA police gear bags to see the most recent one. All right. This miscellaneous vehicle accessories here is all of the air down for the tires, to air down the tires, for the put air back in the tires, for the compressor. I've got some really cool new fuel setup that I'm going to be showing in a future video. It's not done yet. We're still working on it, but there's parts of the components of the new refueling system, emergency refueling system, rewater, getting water storage system, all that kind of stuff is in miscellaneous vehicle accessories. And then, winch controllers for the front and rear winch, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, a super advanced medical kit. I've got basically an IFAK kit to stop bleeding, over there, whatever, just general. This is your full everything, more in-depth medical kit here. Kind of the rundown, basically. If you guys want to see more in depth, like I said, check out that other video, or comment below. If you ever want to see in particular what I'm running at a certain particular time, let me know. I will show you how this locks here. Just very simple locking system. And that's kind of it. I don't think we've shown the tire mount yet. This is just a what's the name of it? Max. It's what they use on like off-road rigs. I really like it. I like it a lot. It's real heavy duty. Tire doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere. And then I've just got some heavy cables and some locks on there. Other than that, we're going to be doing we're redoing all kinds of stuff for the sides that you're going to have to stay tuned for a future video. Redoing the lights still. I did rebuild the winch, so that's done. You can see that in another video. But we're coming along, making good progress. You guys might have noticed by now that it's got a new set of tires on the front. We'll do wheels and tires. Those new tires are awesome. We'll do wheels and tires in a future video. But that's the gist of the storage. And we do have a small storage in the center console. You guys saw that. There's a little bit of storage stuff inside. But the big deal, guys, is having these pull-out drawers and then still having the ability to use your bed of your truck is just awesome. If I am really going on a long road trip, I can take it up another notch and I can throw a Pelican case in the back. And that's what we do sometimes. Sometimes I'll even do 2 Pelican cases, and I can put the 2 Pelican 0500 cases, and I can carry enough on my truck for years with just a couple 0500 Pelican cases. I mean, they're massive. So I can put the spare tire up on the roof rack and then 2 Pelican 0500 cases if I'm really trying to go long, far away and do something crazy. So I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what you think about this series. Comment below. Thanks for watching. Bone out.